Hello, I'm Kyle Lacroix from Sets Consulting, and this is episode 10 of Set Stories. Today's episode, honesty. I have the reputation from all my players and coaches that I am honest, direct, radically transparent. Call it whatever you want to, I'll consider it a compliment. This is a trait that has served me extremely well over the course of my career, and there's many reasons for that, but I think the biggest one, and the one I want to focus on today, is that when you're working with players and coaches, you're also working with people. And the best way to enhance that bond with them is just to be honest, be sincere, be genuine, but please be honest. If you want to get the best out of them, they're going to also want the best out of you. And the first step is to be honest. So in 2004, I was recruited by this brand new tennis facility in Michigan. It was a member of one of these health parks. So you had the whole hospital system, and they happened to have a tennis and fitness center along with it. It was incredible, brand new. You could smell the fresh paint on the walls, high-tech equipment, all of these just really cool new high-tech things. They went all out on this. And a couple conversations with the director of tennis, and he invited me down. Said, come on down, let's meet, and bring a change of clothes, some gym clothes. You can work out, you can be a guest for the day, go to any of the classes, play on any of the courts, just do whatever you want. So I said, great. And I drive down, that's about 2.5 hour drive. I get there, meet with the director, he shows me around, so impressed with the place. And then says, okay, you know what, if you want to get changed, go ahead, work out, do whatever you want to do. So I did, and put on, an old baggy sweatshirt and shorts that probably for a guy my size were 2 sizes too short, but didn't really matter. So I was in my element and working out and just being happy. And about half an hour later, the director of tennis comes up to me and he introduces me to the senior vice president of the company. And so pretty big guy on the corporate ladder, and met with him. And he says, Kyle, if you don't mind, I'd love for you to come into my office and we can just meet and talk about some stuff. So I said, sure, no problem. And this is where my 21-year-old self was so blissfully ignorant. I was honest with him. It was a great interview from my perspective. I was very relaxed, almost too relaxed. And at one point in the interview, I was kind of slumping down in my chair, and I might have even put a leg up on the chair next to me to relax. And I hate to say this, and thinking about it now makes me cringe, but I might have even put my giant size 16 shoe up on his desk while he was talking to me. I don't know what came over me, but I was just kind of relaxed and being myself. And we were having a great conversation. He was asking me about certain things about the facility, and I was giving him my honest answers. And I know he asked me about my greatest strengths, and I told him what I thought they were. And then he asked me about my weaknesses, and I was straight up. I didn't hesitate. I told him that. And then I told him what I would do if I was in his position. And I just started going off on these tangents, and he just kind of sat back in absolute amazement, thinking, who is this guy? It was a great interview, at least I thought. And this probably went on for about 90 minutes. And we were just, going back and forth and some great discussions. And it was at this point where I realized my foot was in fact on his desk, and I was pretty much slumped down into my chair. I was absolutely mortified by this. I don't know what came over me, but after the interview, we shook hands, and he stood up and he put his hands behind his head and said, "This was the best interview I've ever had." Much to my surprise, I thought the foot on his desk and everything else was just uncalled for. But, I think what came off in that interview for him is he could ignore all those other things because he realized that I was being genuine, I was being sincere, and he offered me a job on the spot. Now, I didn't take that job, and if you want to know why and know that story, you want to probably go back to a couple episodes ago. But it was, I think, to this day, the best job interview I ever had, despite my actions. Again, I went in there and I was myself, and I told it like it was. I didn't sugarcoat things. I didn't try to brown nose. I told him the honest to goodness truth, and I think he really respected that. So just let that be a good lesson to all of you. Please be yourself, be honest, be trustworthy, but most importantly, say it like you mean it. Guys, thank you so much. And if you like these set stories, you can visit us and see all of them on our website, www.setsconsult.org. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.